Time is a cruel architect. The offer came like a set in frost, a botanical project halfway across the globe, Clara's dream wrapped in a one-way ticket. The workshop felt smaller that day, the ticking of the clocks suddenly sounding like a countdown. "I can't ask you to leave your world, Elias," she said, her hand resting on the very workbench where they'd shared 1,000 unspoken promises. "And I can't ask you to stay and wither," he replied, the words tasting like iron. On her final night, Elias didn't give her a map. He gave her a pocket watch. When she snapped it open, her breath caught. The face was a void. No numbers, no hands, just a polished silver mirror. "It's empty," she whispered, looking at him through the reflection. "No." Elias stepped closer, the scent of her perfume mixing with the oil on his skin. "This watch only counts the time we spend together. Until you're back, time doesn't exist for me." She left, and the silence that followed was a physical wait. Elias lived in a loop, fixing, winding, waiting. He received letters that smelled of jasmine, but they weren't her. The gears in his shop felt sluggish, as if they too were mourning. A year, 12 months of ghosts. Then a Tuesday. No thunder, no warning, just the bell, the same sharp silver cry. Elias didn't look up. He couldn't. His heart was hammering against his ribs like a trapped bird. "I'm closed for the day," he said, his voice thick. "That's a shame," a voice replied, warm, steady, and achingly real. "Because I think my watch is broken." He looked up. There she was, older, sun-kissed, and standing in his doorway like she'd never left. She walked to the counter and laid the blank watch down. Elias's hands shook as he picked it up. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a tiny golden key, and inserted it into a hidden port in the side. Snap. 2 gold hands sprang from the center, spinning with a frantic, joyous energy until they settled on the exact moment, the exact second their eyes met. "Is it working now?" she whispered. Elias didn't answer with words. He pulled her across the counter, his hands tangling in her hair, closing the gap that a year of distance couldn't bridge. Outside, the world went on, but in that workshop, for the first time in his life, the clocks didn't matter. They were finally, perfectly, in sync.